If you were to name the top redirect benefits, what would you say those are?
Let me start with that domino theory we were talking about. What's the big domino that everything else just makes sense? And I would say it's that we have one phone number for everything. Any question that you can ask that starts with what if or how do I, it all ends with call the number. Text the number, use the app, but it's call the number. There's one number. There's not a number for billing. There's not a number for this referrals. There's not a number for labs. It's just one number. And why that's important is because the whole healthcare navigational scene is way too complicated, way too complex, and it's dynamic and it's changing. It is rigged against the individual. There's no way you're going to figure it out. The amount of work we do behind the scenes to make sure we're staying on top of this dynamic, moving, complex system, I see every single day how complex it is. We just want to be the interface to that system for our users. We don't want to teach them how to do it. We just want to be the interface. Just call the number. Matter of fact, I learned this after doing it wrong for about 5 years, that I could actually do it for you for about 1/10 of the cost than it would cost me to teach you how to do it. So what's the big benefit? We simplify it so much that we do it for you, and you don't have to do it. Now, what is the next step? What does that lead to? I'll tell you what I want it to lead to. I just really don't like the worry in our country that small business owners have and the employees that work for them and want to work for them have. This burden of what happens if something happens to me or my family. Will I be able to afford the care? Will I be able to get the care? Will I be able to afford it? Will I be able to afford the time off work? I mean, that burden is eating into productivity. And so one of the big benefits for employers is they have this incredible advantage for hiring and for retention. And if they have workers' comp costs, they naturally go to minimum levels. And it just allows them to compete with bigger competitors. The big corporations and people that have government jobs that always can offer better benefits, $500 deductibles when the small business owner has to offer a $5,000 deductible. It's not fair, it's not right. And it doesn't have to be that way. So one of the benefits for a small business owner is they gain incredible hiring advantage. Turnover is changed dramatically, which means all the onboarding and retraining and the institutional knowledge that we all lose when our small businesses lose our front desk person or a person on the phone. I love seeing the new capabilities that these small business owners get, and I especially love it when the light bulb goes off and they start going, wow, with this now I can grow my business. With this new capability now I can hire more people. With this new capability I can be attractive to better people to run this business. And I also like the benefit that the employees get. These employees now have the benefit of working for that smaller business. They're no longer forced because of healthcare benefits to stay in a job or work for a government job or a big corporation job that they hate. Now, I can't stand it when I hear that somebody say, I'm only working because I need the benefits, because I need the healthcare. I had a very wealthy man that just sat next to me randomly at an event, and we just struck up a conversation, and this man is really wealthy. And he told me this story that just broke my heart about how he wants to go travel a little bit more, but his wife has to work in a job she hates, even though he's got a ton of money, because he's got a very expensive illness. And he's on a chronic medication that costs about $90,000 a year. And so she's working for that and affecting her whole life. And he's probably in his 60s. And so I imagine she was too. And so one of the benefits for him was just some simple strategies. I just showed him how to get health care at a cost that was way less than he ever imagined it was. And I'm friends with him now. His name is Alex, and he tells me that his wife doesn't have to work. You know, the best thing I did for him was make it so his wife didn't have to work. She might still work if she wanted to, but she doesn't have to work.